that's why I say her relationship to food. When I first met Miss Karen, she was working over at the Weeping Radish in the kitchen cooking. And my son-in-law was a police officer, and he would go to the back door in the middle of the night, and she would feed him. But everything I know about her is feeding people. And I believe that God put that in her heart because she was fed by her enemy. I mean, think about that. To be fed by the hand of what you perceived as your enemy. And that's just amazing. And so I've seen that now. She comes to the food pantry every week, and she picks up food, and she brings cakes and stuff. The stuff that comes through this food pantry every week goes over to the senior center where she has birthday parties and birthday cakes for the older people at the center. That comes right through this. And it's so amazing that the food pantry is not just people coming in and picking up food.
Right.
The food pantry is about community. And it's about those people. You know, we have a lot of food pantries don't get the produce and the meats and stuff that we get. We are so blessed to get that. But there are honestly a lot of people that don't know how to cook at all. I mean, that, ramen noodles is kind of the extent of where they're coming from. So what Justin, having not only Justin, but other people who want to come alongside and say, hey, I'll help you to teach you, to feed your family in a nourishing way. And Justin and I have talked about it. It's also about sitting down to table. There are many people I know, even single adults, who don't think that it's they don't need to do that anymore. They just kind of like pop something off the top of the pan, put it in the microwave, and sit down in front of the television. But that's not how it was in the beginning. And if I would just like you all to kind of think back to your own childhoods, whether it was either side or the other, but most of you probably were raised in homes where you sat down with your family. And when you broke bread together, well, even if you live alone, you are worth sitting down to a table. You are worth preparing your food. You are worth eating things that are going to sustain your body in a healthy way. It's a proven fact that families that eat together, their children are more successful in the general things in life. They are healthier. They will consume more vegetables if they're sitting down at the dinner table. They actually are getting better grades in school, and more of them are staying out of the prison system. And is that because of the food? I don't think so, even though the food is very important. We were made to live together in community.
Yeah.
And sometimes if you live alone, maybe that means creating a new community. Maybe that means, yes, in celebrating yourself as you sit down, saying that I'm worth it, sitting down and having a nice meal on your own. But also, there are so many other people that are exactly in the same position that you are, that you can sit down and that you can fellowship with. So it's about breaking bread together, and it's everywhere in the Bible. It's God created families because He came into a family because He knew it was a really good idea. And a lot of our society, our culture, has gone away from that. We have a lot of children who come home and they just eat cereal out of the box. They eat peanut butter and jelly. There's not the parental interaction. I want to teach them how to cook so that when they get home from school, they can prepare a meal. And when their parents come home, they can say to your parents, hey, come sit down. Let's eat together. Let's have a paradigm shift, though. Let's stop thinking that it's too hard. I mean, mise en place, should I say it right? Mise en place, it's about having everything in place. Does that mean that we need to take our day off and prepare our meals so that the rest of the week, if we have to work crazy hours, that, okay, the things are already chopped, they're already ready, all I have to do is stir fry it or whatever I'm going to do. Celebrate that sense of community in your family because you're worth it, they're worth it. It's really important that you do that and that you grasp the importance of that. I am really excited tonight, even more than Justin being up here or me being up here, is just listening to the chatter of people who many have not met each other. We have a family that's new in our church, and it's great to see them here. Emily, as a a brother and sister and she also come into my class. I just love that we're building family together. So as far as the food pantry itself goes, Tuesdays are kind of been a little bit slower because we don't have the produce and stuff, but this Friday was slammed. And besides the fact that we are working it like every Friday we're Corky and I we kept going the whole time this past Friday. But then we have people who volunteer in a different way. Miss Darlene has really fed into our community. She goes shopping and she brings us bags of food to give out. I mean, it's like, and she'll say, okay, what do you need? I just brought her in the pantry this week and showed her we need everything. So, we're really low at the moment. We have a food drive on Friday night. If anybody wants to volunteer, it's only 2 hours down at Foodorama. It's a lot of fun. But there's components of the same thing, but the whole thing is family. When people walk into that food pantry, we want them to know they're loved. We pray with them. We talk with them. If they're in a situation that's really hard, we will get one of the pastors to come and meet with them and talk with them. So the food pantry isn't just about handing out ramen noodles and chicken noodle soup. The food pantry is about entering into people's lives and inviting them to enter into our life. So really, if you have any questions about anything with the food pantry, Corky's got his finger on the pulse of everything, because Corky is here for he's here for Tuesday, he's here for Thursday when the Walmart stuff comes in, and he's here for Friday as well. So he's doing all three things. Miss Robin, she's been doing this longer than me. She's been longer steady than me, and she's been doing it every single Tuesday. We added Gary on. He's been helping with the driving thing on Thursday. Cicely's one of our drivers. Do we have any other volunteers of our volunteers? About B-Boy, who's right here. He comes out, and Brandy came out we go to Bay Tree. Bay Tree is an elderly community. That's one other thing I wanted to touch on when he said opportunities we have. We could bless the socks off of them. We could have a meal for the elderly and bring them in and sit them down and let them have this really nice meal, and eat together like this. Cicely.
Do they have a community spot over there?
They have a small one over there. But then you have all the people that Karen works with too. What's that?
Got one big enough to fit everybody.
You got one big enough to fit everybody? Okay.
We do it on Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Oh, nice.
Okay. So we have that. We also go out to Bay Tree and we bring them Justin, you have food in your beard. We're a family, so I can tell you that, right?
There we go. Let it go.
I was saving it.
So we bring them cookies. We go Christmas caroling and we do things. So the food pantry is bigger than you think. And we have Amy. She's also been working with the food pantry. She does all our food drives. She arranges all our food drives. She has done some driving and stuff in the past. She gets our announcements done. We got some really great people here. So we are always looking for more people, and I don't want you to think that just because you're here that means you've got to sign your life away, because we don't. We just want God to breathe the life into this kind of in an organic way. We want you to catch the vision. We want you to see what Justin wants to do. And Justin won't be our only person. For instance, somebody said to me the other day, that's a great idea. My son is a chef and his specialty is cooking for people with diabetes. He would love to help. I said, yes, we would love to bring him in. If you have something that you want to teach, you want to bring to the table, talk to Justin. Justin is the umbrella. He's the one that you go through, and yeah, let's do it. All right, so I'm going to leave you alone so you can talk. Whoops, almost stepping on.